Morning, welcome back to my channel, and today my fishing adventures have brought me back down to linear fisheries, and I am on Brasenose 1. It's Thursday morning. I did get down here last night, Wednesday night, about 20 to 6, and managed to get the bivvy up before the heavens opened. Didn't get rods out to about 9:45 because it was just lashing it down really bad. So I just chucked 3 solid bags out, and yeah, I'm gonna bring them all in a minute, retie them, throw them back out. Just had a word with the bailiff, and he said start off with just chuck PVA bags out, see where the fish are, see if you can get amongst a couple. Fingers crossed. I'm in the corner. There's only soon I could find last time I came in. I phoned mid-morning, and there was people coming off. By the time I got here, it sort of filled back up, and it's still very busy. But yeah, so I'll start off on the solid bags. And go from there really. So I'm going to retie them and have some breakfast. See you in a bit. Okay, it's my little solid bag rig I've tied up. So basically I've got, it's like a little Ronnie rig in a bag. I've been online and some people are for it, some people are against it. Well, I'm just going to give it a go. So I've got the ESP double corn, size 6 hook, down to an inline lead, ouch, and a little bagless stem, and that's it. So I'm going to retie all 3 and get them back out in the pond and go from there. And there you go. That's my solid bag. I use the Fox load system for these ones. And yeah, so I'm just gonna squirt a bit of goo over it and chuck it in the pond. All gooed up, and number 3 ready to go out. Fingers crossed. given it a few hours, and I haven't even seen any fish yet. So what I've decided now, I've put 2 solid bags on a spot. I've had a little bit of lead round, it's pretty flat and even. They just had a little tap of gravel, so I thought I'd just clip it up there. And yeah, I'm just going to put some spot over it, just a mixture of like some 6 and 8mm pellets and some sweet corn, and that is it. Yeah, so I'm going to fish 2 rods over some bait, and the 3rd rod still on the PVA bag. I'm just going to keep chucking that every hour, just move it about a little bit. I've had a guy move into more right hand side now, so that's sort of like my scope for going over to the right is has changed now. But yeah, still early days, and we get some that's a duck. I thought it was a fish jump, it was a duck. Yeah, so I'm going to get some spot out now and give myself something to eat. Shop, sandwiches, and I ran out of gas. Well, I was worried I was going to run out of gas, but that worry has now been eliminated. Great shop. Yeah, so I've just been back from the shop, like I just said, and and it's the first time I've ever been into the Indian shop, and yeah, impressive. And just got back now. The sun is coming out, and yeah, not yet got the rods back out, but that's my next job. Well, I'm going to eat them sandwiches, get the rods out. Same thing, 2 solid bags over my bait, and then 1 solid bag just roaming, and yeah, go from there. Well, just after dinner time now, and I've seen 1 fish right out in front of me. Only trouble is, it's right the other side of the lake, and the guys swim opposite. Just chucked out a load more spod, just to freshen that up. Assuming them pellets probably broke down by now. I've had a liner on my middle rod, and that's about it. But still hopeful, still got plenty of time. But yeah, I thought I'd seen a bit more. I've got a pair of binoculars I brought with me this time, and I'm just scanning the whole lake, and yeah, not a lot of activity at the moment. But fingers crossed. Right, guys, things are looking a little bit more promising. The guy next door's just had a fish, and as he was putting it back, I had 2 liners, bleeps on 2 of my rods, and then I had a very slow take, and I come back, lift into it, nothing there. Got the rod back out, put 2 or 3 more spods over the top, and within a couple of minutes I had another beep. And so I just sat here, just retied a couple of PVA bags, and 2 fish had lumped out right in front of me. My heart is thumping, and please go down on the bait. We'll have to see, but they're here, that's the main thing. I've seen some fish in front of me at last. These fish are a little bit closer in than what my bait is, probably 4 rod lengths closer, so I might bring one of them short yet, I'm not sure. Yeah, fingers crossed. Crazy. It went mental for 5 minutes. It just switched off again. Oh well. Still got time. Since you'd seen me last, it's about 10-15 minutes ago, and 2 fish I see washed out in identical spots. So I brought 2 rods in, 2 new PVA bags, and I literally dropped it on their head. So I am trying my hardest. Just got to wait, let the fish do their bit now. This is proper frustrating. There's fish everywhere, boshing. The guys over here had a couple more. The guy to my right's had one but lost it. I've had a few liners. I've been chucking bags at showing fish. So close. Feeling quietly confident for an evening bite though. It's just come alive out here. Not what I wanted. Bloody hell. What time is it? 20 past 10. I just had one toner and I went out, didn't even put my waterproof coat on. I got absolutely soaked. Feet are soaked. I've been out in the wellies. At the net. They come off. Literally at the bloody net. You can see. I just don't believe that. Gutted. Absolutely gutted. Good morning. And what a wet one it is too. It's been raining pretty much all night. And yeah, it's a bit of a lousy night really. Started off yesterday afternoon, things started to pick up, and yeah, it seems to all be happening for a couple of hours. The next one they were caught a couple. Guy to the right of me had one but lost it. And all my rigs I've had like the fake corn, and I noticed the guy to my left was had a white bait on. So I reeled in. I tied myself a new hook link. So it's just 10-12mm pop up on a little rig ring, slides up and down, bit of a kick on it, little BB shot. So I tied that, try something different, and you see they had the slimy bream from my efforts. So I didn't even change the hook bait as late. I just dipped it in some beetle in and then chucked it back out, and then I think it was about 9:30ish. It just had a massive one toner, it just going. So I jumped out, all excited, didn't even put my wet weather coat on. And yeah, it took me right into the middle of the lake, and I got it in, and literally his head was just touching the net, and it just popped off. And that feeling is horrible. But the fish just sat there, so I sort of took a step forward just to see if I could scoop it. The fish went, and the water came over the top of my welly. It was like a double kick in the nuts for me. So the rods just got chucked into the reeds. They come in the air, soaked for like 10-15 minutes. The rain stopped. I thought, wow, I'm going to chuck it back out. But I didn't put this one back out. That's my bad luck rig. Don't think I'll use him again. So back on all three on the fake corn, and it's 7:30 now. It's pouring down. So time for coffee and a bit of breakfast, I think. Hopefully the rain stops. It's supposed to rain all day, to be fair, but hopefully it stops all a bit, just so I can get out and refresh some rods. I've got the rest of the day here, so I'm going to sit it out because I feel I deserve one, and I want one. But anyway, let's get that kettle on. It's not going to stop. It's not going to stop, I don't think. It's a quick one. After I caught that fish yesterday, after I lost the fish yesterday, I'd come back in the air sulking like you do, and I was like, I wish I hadn't caught it to start with, because that feeling, you've been waiting for ages, and that alarm rips off, and you jump out your bivvy, and the line's peeling off your reel, and you're on a massive high. And I know it's bad when you lose the fish out the pond, but as it gets closer and closer, it seems to be worse. You know, at the net, it seems to be worse than if you'd lost it when you first lifted into it. So I was thinking, I wish I hadn't caught it, because I had that massive high and the low was, well, you know what it's like. But after I sort of thought, I am glad I caught it, obviously not glad I lost it, but I was just wondering what you guys think. Would you rather not catch the fish and go through that, you know, the feeling, it's gut-wrenching feeling of losing a fish, or would you rather not just caught it at all? Just be interesting to know. Put your thoughts in the comments below. Okay then guys, got a bit of a break in the weather, so I've made the most of it and recast all my rods. So brand new solid bags out, just randomly chucked them out to roughly where I was seeing fish yesterday, and yeah, I'm going to go from there. Kettle's on, just gonna have another coffee, and yeah, just fingers crossed. The guy come around this morning, he was next to me, he's been here since Sunday. He's had 8 fish from next door, and he had 37 pounder this morning, which is great. So yeah, so I've got a few hours, and see if we can make something happen. Right, let's go have that coffee. Well, that's it, guys. I think I'm going to call it a day there. This rain is just going to be persistent for the next few hours, and I've got to be off in a few hours anyway, so I'm going to bite the bullet. I'm just going to have a wet pat down, get in the van and head off home, and then hopefully have a bit of dry weather over the weekend so I can get all my stuff dried off. But I've had a great session down here despite losing that fish and having a snotty little bream. But you've got to be in it to win it, and yeah, I've only been at work anyway, so this is a bonus. But yeah, well, that's it, guys. Till the next one. Tight lines.